Hey friends, welcome to Big Bear Coin. Today we're going to look at our NGC submission. This is a labor of love. We see over 6 figures of coins per month, and this NGC submission took 6 months to put together just to find the coins that we thought were worth sending in. Among these is one that has only 27 other known friends between Pcgs and NGC. It is a die crack error and it is a top 100. There's also one that we're going to crack out and resend back in. So we have quite the grouping to see. You'll see some sell at auction, some sell in store, and some are still available. Let's take a look.
Awesome. Here we have a Pioneer Gold quarter, an octagonal Liberty from 1859. Pioneer Gold was created due to the lack in silver and the overproduction of gold. You have this tiny little gold quarter, very specific and unique to the gold rush in the California area. This one here in Mint State 66 is a beautiful, lustrous, high grade, albeit small coin. The 1864 seated Liberty half dollar, short production during the Civil War. Here is an extra fine example. You get a lot of the detail in the gown and the shield. Nice patina and original wear to this coin. Just a slight amount of wear to the eagle's feathers, but very overall nice presentation. 1845 1 cent in a very good condition. We sent this in, thought it was very original, even wear. A nice early classic American coin that circulated around in the colonies. The large 1 cent. 1883, this is a type 1 coin. They did have to add the word cents on the reverse later on in the year. This one here in Mint State 62 is a nice high grade example, nice cartwheel luster, and just a few minor hits on her neck. You can see there they did not put cents on the reverse, which they later added on for the entire rest of the series. A neat collector piece. If you're only going to get one nickel, might be this one. 1892 Barber Dime. We sent this one and we thought it might have a shot at lower Mint State, but there is a small amount of rub up in the hairline that NGC called out, giving this one an about uncirculated 58, the highest grade in the about uncirculated category assigned. It's nice to have this one in the authenticated holder. This one here we sent in. We've had a few people look at it. It is a very, very worn collar and rim on this coin. 1916 would be the first year issuance. If this is a Philadelphia coin, as NGC called it, its book value is right around $7. If it's a 1916 Denver, the price goes up over 100 times. And the D is just off to the left and lower downside of the torch. We think it might be there in the wear in the rim. All right, we're cracking it out. Coin come back, not in a holder. This 1893 San Francisco Mint. We all know the Morgan is the lowest mintage in 1893. The Barber half is especially rare as well, very low mintage. This one came back with an altered service. It must have been too much tooling for them to want to put it in a holder. We did have some concerns with the authenticity of the coin, but NGC has not given any issues to that. It seems to be just the surfaces that are no bueno. This is where the coins come through. We get the opportunity to look at coins, and a few months ago we found a real nice one, a Scarface Morgan. Walt was there for that.
It was really exciting. One of the exciting things at working here at Big Bear Coins is you never know what's going to come through the door. I was handed a bunch of silver dollars, and that Morgan was one of them that came across, and right away I could tell that you know, it wasn't normal. I'm used to looking at cuts or die cracks. And I noticed the scar over the face, and I said, that doesn't look like it was done, that looked like it was done at the Met. And at that point, I got Russ's attention, and he agreed, and he sent it in for grading.
And how many did you end up finding, you said, when you looked on PCGS and NGC?
Now, between me and Walt, we knew it was a Scarface after our research, and we just didn't know exactly where along the die stage break was, so we did have it authenticated and looked at by NGC, and they were able to determine it was the late die stage break of the variety, which is on the WOW Top 100 list. And that's super exciting.
That is exciting. One other question I actually had about that is something, when you see the die breaks and stuff, how does this happen with the die? Is it just from overuse, or does it just get cracked, or why do they keep using the die after it's broken?
Well, this was something that took place pretty frequently back in the 1800s. You think today the perfect coins that you see in your change or what have you, it wasn't the case back in the 1800s. They would use dies sometimes for cost reasons, maybe longer than they should have. And they had sets of obverse and reverse dies. And this is one that they used a little bit too long, and that's what happened to the coin.
Interesting. Thank you, guys.
We're buying a album full of Jeffersons, and noticed that this one had a little different look to the fields. You'll notice a much sharper, more mirror field behind Jefferson's portrait there. We pulled this one out as a proof, and this one did get a proof 66 grade on a silver war nickel, a very beautiful emergency issue nickel. The 1919, the early Mercuries, we don't get these in often in the uncirculated or about uncirculated grades. This is a nice early, just post World War I era here, and we have a near mint coin. Carries a little bit of premium in the about uncirculated. Very nice full bands there, nearly all the way split apart vertically. I like the luster on that coin too, very original. Mercury is a little later in the series, 1937 from Philadelphia, but we sent this one in because of the full bands. This one is a mint state 64, very high grade mint state with all the details, fresh mint luster going around the coin. And here the full bands is the horizontal bands that wrap the wreath, and the top, the middle, and the bottom all are clearly well defined and separated. Very nice die strike on this coin. Out of all the coins in our submission here, we did hit one in the details cleaned category. The obverse on this coin does have a cleaned sort of look. The 1878S do have that sharp semi-PL strike to them often, and I think we missed the mark here. Beautifully struck, all the details there. Very cameo bird, all the way filled in white. I mean, that's everything you want to see on a reverse of a coin right there. Very sharp first year issue Morgan. 1882 San Francisco. This is another one of the uncirculated Morgans we pulled out over the few months that we were saving up this submission box. This one here had a nice attractive look to it. NGC called it a 4. I think I agree. It's a nice sharp coin, clean fields. 1934 San Francisco, second to last year they issued the peace dollar. The San Franciscos did circulate fairly heavily out of the stock that was issued. It is a tough coin to find an uncirculated, well into the 4 figures as far as a price tag as of recent. This one has a beautiful orange patina to it with a very original tone. Looks like it was sitting up against some type of sulfide for a while. Gives that sunset a nice golden hue. This one here we sent in due to the reverse strike through, a nice 61 obverse, and when you rotate the coin, you can see on the reverse, the bird looks like it's almost looks like it's spewing up. It's yelling. There's a giant strike through on the planchet where there was a defect, and it looks like fire shooting out of the bird's mouth there. Very cool. Mint error. This one here, 1880 Philadelphia, slightly more uncommon than the 1880 San Francisco, especially in this beautiful mint state. This one is covered by a very even sulfide tone wear that gives it beautiful deep pinks and purples as you swirl the coin. Very sharp luster underneath those peach tones. 1881 San Francisco, a beautiful strike. Subtle tones to this coin as well. When we get these in over the counter, we can't help but to put them aside into our NGC submission pile. And it's always nice to pull out a gem mint state 65 coin fresh off the press. Very clean cheek and fields on this coin. '81 New Orleans mint in the mint state 63. A little more of a bowl-like luster on this coin. A few hits marks. These coins did fly off the conveyor belt into giant canvas bags of 1,000 count, get strung around. There's no perfect 70, but this one is a nice choice example. 1899, another beautiful New Orleans coin. The summers were hot, the mintages were low. The coins circulated, being money of the time. This one here, beautiful uncirculated mint state 63. As far as mint state 63 coins go out of the submission, I think this one's my favorite. This one, very deep mirrors, heavy white contrast on the portrait. Everything you'd see in a deep mirror proof like. The reverse, however, got beautiful luster bands going around. The NGC company did give this a star, which designates exceptional eye appeal. Mint state 62 proof like, not the highest numerically as far as grades go, but this one did just have the look that I couldn't help but send it in. It did come back proof like. Very similar look to that cleaned coin that we did look at in this submission. This one here, you can see how they can get, the luster just does not swirl around when they have the heavy strike. It does play very nice in the light. 1898 New Orleans mint state 64. Beautiful investment grade Morgan silver dollar. Luster swirls very nicely on this particular coin. The only Barber quarter we included in the submission is a low mintage 1914 San Francisco. The Barber quarter is one case where one of the lower minted coins was at the end of the series, the San Francisco Mint in 1914. This one here is a circulated example at very good 8. 1915 Barber half dollar. The Walking Liberty was issued in 1916. 1915 turmoil in the world. Very tough to find these coins in high grade. This one here was assigned a very good 10 by NGC.
Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the NGC submission as much as we did. I'll see you in the next one.